So here are our ingredients for soft pretzels. We're gonna be using 4 tablespoons of butter, and notice how they're cut into pieces. 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast. Here we've got 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour for our dough. Step 1 is to add the butter pieces to the water in your liquid measuring cup. So I'm gonna put all 4 tablespoons in the water, and I'm gonna heat this water for 40 seconds in the microwave. So here's the butter and the water. Once it's been microwaved for 40 seconds, you're gonna now take a spoon and you're gonna start to mix the butter and the water together to allow it to melt a little bit more. It's gonna continue to melt. Now I'm going to add my 2 teaspoons of yeast to the butter water. And I'm gonna continue to mix with a small spoon until the yeast and the butter are completely dissolved. And I'll show you what that looks like once it's done. Okay, so here's the yeast and the butter water mixture. Notice that it's completely dissolved. At this point, now we're gonna add our granulated sugar, our 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and our salt to the yeast and butter water mixture. So I'm just gonna pick this up and pour the rest of those ingredients in. And we're gonna continue to mix with our small spoon till everything is well incorporated. And once everything is nice and dissolved, we're gonna let this sit for a few minutes. Okay, so while the butter mixture and yeast are sitting for a few minutes, now we're gonna start to sift the flour right into a mixing bowl. So I placed the sifter in the mixing bowl. I'm gonna sift, and again, sifting the flour is gonna take out any hardened clumps that may have happened while the flour is sitting in the container. So any of those hardened clumps, you could just throw them into the garbage. And now just take a look at how nice and powdery and airy that flour is. It's gonna help our pretzels be nice and soft. Once you pour the yeast butter mixture into your flour, you're gonna start to mix with a wooden spoon until the dough starts coming together. Notice that the dough is starting to form. We're gonna continue to mix until it's coming away from the bowl easily. I'll show you what that looks like once I'm done. Okay, so here's the dough once it's been fully mixed. If you notice that it's a little sticky, we can add a spoonful of flour. All right, so here's the dough once I added a little bit of flour. At this point, we'd be ready to start to knead the dough inside the bowl with our hands. All right, so you wanna toss the dough a little bit so it starts to come together. And again, if you need to add some extra flour to the dough to bring it together, that's okay. But we're gonna start to knead the dough directly in the bowl. So to knead, you're gonna fold the dough, push it down, and turn it. Fold, push, turn. Fold, push, turn. Fold, push, turn. And you wanna do this about 15 times until it starts getting smooth. And I'll show you what that looks like once I'm done. Here's the dough once it's been kneaded. Notice that it's nice and smooth and soft in texture. So once you've kneaded your dough, you're going to take a Ziploc bag, a large Ziploc bag, and some cooking spray, and spray the inside of that Ziploc bag to prep it. Then you're going to take your dough, place it on the inside of that greased Ziploc bag, press the air out, and seal it. At this point, you're going to label the Ziploc bag with your class period and your group number. We're going to allow this to rise for about 2 hours or until the next class. So here are the ingredients for day 2. You're going to be using 2 tablespoons of baking soda, 1 cup of water. For your pretzel toppings, you're going to use 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and the rest are optional. So if you wanted to put salt on your pretzels, you're going to measure out 1 tablespoon of coarse salt. And if you are choosing to use cinnamon sugar as your topping, you're going to mix together your 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. So step 1 is to preheat the oven to 425 degrees. And the next step is to place parchment paper on a baking sheet, as you can see. So here is our dough from the previous day. And what I want you to notice is how the dough has doubled in size. Also, there's some air trapped in the bag, which is the carbon dioxide that the yeast has emitted. I'm going to take the dough out of the bag. You want to put a little bit of flour on your hands before taking the dough out, in case it's a little bit sticky. We're going to slide the dough out of the Ziploc bag. At this point, you're going to be cutting the dough into sections. So you want to use a pizza cutter, and you're going to cut the dough into sections, usually 5 sections for a group of 5, so each person can make a pretzel. So I'm going to cut this dough in half. Cut 1, 2, 3. Usually this dough looks like we're going to get 6 pretzels. And you're going to divide the dough for each person in your group to make a pretzel. So now I'm going to show you how to shape your pretzels. So if you're going to do a traditional pretzel shape, you're going to roll the dough into a long rope, like so. And take your time doing this gently. Notice I went from the center and I rolled outwards. And then at this point, you're going to take your long rope shape and form it into a U, like this. Once you've got your U shape, you're going to crisscross the ends, almost like an awareness ribbon shape. And then you're going to twist the 2 ends slightly, and you're going to bring the ends back up like so to make your first pretzel shape. You're going to continue to do this with the rest of the pretzel pieces. Okay, so once you have all of your pretzels shaped, you're going to be placing them in a baking soda warm water bath. So now I'm going to take my 1 cup of water, which I microwaved for 30 seconds, and I'm going to pour that into a mixing bowl with the 2 tablespoons of baking soda. I'm going to whisk that baking soda and warm water until the baking soda is dissolved. Next, you want to get your baking pan ready. is you're gonna take each one of your pretzel shapes and you're going to dip your pretzel in that warm baking soda water bath and then transfer it over onto your parchment lined baking sheet. You're gonna continue to do that with all of your pretzels. So here are all of the pretzels once they're shaped and dipped in the baking soda water solution. At this point, we're gonna put them in the oven and let them bake for 12 to 15 minutes or until they're lightly browned. So as the pretzels are baking in the oven, we're gonna start to prepare the pretzel topping. So here, I poured the coarse salt into a small custard cup, and then here I poured in the cinnamon and granulated sugar for the cinnamon sugar mixture. I'm now gonna take a little whisk and start to mix them together to create the cinnamon sugar topping. So here are the pretzels once they are out of the oven, and what I want you to observe is their golden brown coloration. At this point, now you're going to take a pastry brush and generously brush each one of the tops and sides of the pretzels with butter. So you're gonna generously coat each pretzel with butter, making them nice and shiny. I'll show you what that looks like once I'm done. So here are the pretzels once they have been coated with the butter. Notice how shiny and golden they are. At this point, you can leave the pretzels plain if you prefer a plain pretzel, or if you'd like to sprinkle some of the coarse salt from before or the cinnamon sugar on your particular pretzel, you'd be able to do that at this point. Okay, one technique when you are doing the cinnamon sugar topping is once you butter the pretzel, you can then dip it directly in the bowl with the cinnamon sugar to coat the front a little more evenly, and it saves you some time.